Atlanta has flash, Atlanta has soul, Atlanta has diversity.
Swag, that's what describes Atlanta.
As the saying goes, Atlanta influences everything.
Southern hospitality, that's why you don't want to leave, because we show you so much love.
Atlanta's one of those places that if you want to make it, you have to have style, you have to have flavor, and you have to have swag.
There's not just one thing that can describe Atlanta. It's the melting pot, it's the fashion, the hoopers, the artists, it's everything.
Basketball is bigger here than any other place because they use basketball to do other things. It always shows just how creative-minded people from Atlanta are.
Atlanta basketball culture, it's the one place where you are your own brand. And it's that individuality that's celebrated here and is the culture. Lethal!
What is going on? You gotta say.
Down in the A.
Atlanta, you know what I mean?
Man, I can't believe that we're here. Atlanta just has the flavor, the swag. It really is the culture.
It's one of the places where I started training. One of my first high-end NBA clients.
All
the workouts. I know the food, I know the sneaker places. I'm not as fly as you, so I already know you about to go to some sneaker stores and get swaggy out here.
You already know, I'm pulling up to Wish.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure the fit is right, that I come correct. I think about when I used to hoop against girls down here, like not only did they go at you, but they just had this flair to their game. Even off the court, back then they were dressing before style was even a thing.
That's true. It's just like that in the men's space as well. Like this is definitely one of those areas where they're unique in their style. And this is why we're here to not just talk about basketball. We're here to talk about the culture. We're here to talk about everything that comes with the life.
Atlanta's the Mecca, so we about to explore it. Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. My guys, man, what's good, what's good, what's good?
Okay, she still got it.
Oh, Chloe.
Back in Atlanta,
Yep.
A lot of hoopers come through here. And most importantly, people like you, Hulio, people who have laid the foundation for grassroots and helped a lot of men make it in life.
My name is Hulio Smith, General Manager of the Atlanta Celtics world-renowned grassroots basketball program.
I know you're humbled, but how does it feel to be considered to have the best AAU team of all time?
I mean, I think it's an amazing feat. And it comes from the guys that was before. We had Dwight Howard, Josh Smith, Anthony Edwards. We got the kid this year, Jabari Smith. A couple of years ago, we had 4 lottery picks in one draft. But it goes on and on, you know what I mean? Kind of like set the tone for everything that was to follow.
Uber Celtic pride, still the same. I'm DeAndre Bray, a.k.a. the Mosquito.
So what makes an Atlanta hooper? Give me some characteristics.
Just the way we move. It's showmanship. People want it. Certain moves you gonna see a little flashiness, you know what I mean? I go this way, and I can still counter it. A little showmanship. Atlanta got that flavor. Like we said, we dance.
And I've seen you make a lot of people fall off that.
Appreciate it.
You've always had this like swag, this unique thing to you. I feel like you were one of the first people to really be a brand. What was different back then versus now?
Back then, that wasn't really a thing. It was more so like players just being boxed in. Ty Young, 12-year WNBA vet, first ever draft pick to the Atlanta Dream. Building my brand while I was still playing helped me to be still successful after my playing career.
You went from the logo to T-shirts, and now you got whole fits, you got shoes. How did Atlanta impact that?
Definitely, Atlanta helped me with that, from the culture, from the Black entrepreneurship, from people being successful. You know, I knew that I had to be more creative. There are other people with brands here. There are other people selling shoes, selling clothes.
For Atlanta, like, it represents everything I come from, like our swag, our culture. Everybody want our style, either way we talk, shout it to everything. It's just the way we carry ourselves.
And it's definitely noticeable with you. Like, you have a unique swag to yourself, and it's just, you know, where you come from definitely molds you to be who you are today.
I tell all the young, you represent Atlanta. This ain't Georgia, this the city. Atlanta, there's the name on that chest. You're gonna defend that by all means necessary. We used to be considered a football state, but now we got the best basketball state around.
You were the Dream's first draft pick. What was women's basketball like then versus now?
Now, the pace is much faster. You're seeing way more points, and that's what people want to see. We're getting more leagues for women to play. And the AEBL just started the Women's League last year, and people coming from different states just to play in this summer league for a couple of months. It's huge for the women's game and the growth of it.
Ty pulls up for three! We're gonna see what Jaylen Brown does.
I am Jah Rawlings, the leader of basketball culture in Atlanta.
You gotta be living under a rock, especially if you're a hooper, if you don't know what it is. But what is the AEBL?
Yeah, so AEBL is short for Atlanta Entertainment Basketball League. We're one of the largest summer pro-am leagues in the country. It combines NBA, overseas athletes, Division I athletes, both men and women. We have a junior AEBL league as well. It was an outdoor vision that I had for basketball, like the Rucker to Atlanta. And then we were faced with a lot of adversity, and we were forced to go inside. And it was like the light bulb came on. When we went inside the gym every weekend, it was packed. Once that happened, I knew this is it.
Why was it so important to do high school, college, and pro, and to put them all together?
Everything that we've been doing with AEBL is to empower our community first, and then also creating opportunities for those who are overlooked. There's that kid that may not have made his team, but can really hoop.
You're definitely a culture mover, and what you're doing is unique because you're empowering women. How does that make you feel?
Just always seeing the disconnect with women's basketball, even the culture aspect of it, and people always like belittling the women's game. So like creating a women's league, it actually is now the bread and butter of what we're doing.
Make sure you pull up to the AEBL Women's League and the ATL Shawty.
Ty Young is a huge piece and ambassador, and she's a hooper, right? Like she's a sneakerhead, she's a lifestyle, she's all of it. And the one thing about basketball is you can actually see the culture on the court. And I think that spreads over to the music, to the artists. And we're tapped into them in Atlanta, so we get to see it first. We know what the next movement is.
You could have done it anywhere else. Why Atlanta?
Because this city took me in as its own, and I just saw the landscape. I was like, if any place I can do it, it can be here. This is one of the most unified. This is a Black city. In it hones creativity and ownership, and I'm not leaving the city to go anywhere else.
When I mentioned Wish to all my friends, they were super hyped. People all over know what Wish is.
I am Julie Hogue, and welcome to Wish Atlanta. We're the #1 streetwear and sneaker boutique in Atlanta, and we have the hottest sneakers.
When you just say KO, people know who you are. What do you think has changed with this digital age?
I am KO of ATATF, and I represent Atlanta sneaker community. With everything kind of being online now, it kind of takes away the social aspect of it. It's like literally click, buy, click, sell. You don't get to build that community. But that's what ATATF here is for.
And really bridge that gap. That's what I think is one of the best things. Tell me about where you think the sneaker culture is right now.
They say that streetwear has gone mainstream, but the culture will always remain rooted to what it is. It's based in sports, it's based in streetwear. Atlanta brings a whole different vibe to that word culture. So I think, right now it's in a dynamic place.
Bria Janelle, voice of the AEBL, voice of Atlanta basketball. Sam, it's on you, Miss Ride.
I am Bria Janelle, sports media talent, and I am the voice of Atlanta basketball.
Why do they call you the voice of Atlanta basketball?
Ooh, man, I gotta take it back to this is literally year 10 for me. I knew there was something about my voice, and that's what people know me for.
Make some noise for Queen Cook.
College sex
Jackson is here, guys. KCP's got 21 right now. He finishes with 35 plus. Remember I said that.
I'm in the game. I'm talking trash to some of the biggest NBA players, from Kyrie Irving to Lou Will.
I got the team captain right here, Mr. Lou Will. Cool 40-piece. You are fresh from China.
Now it gives other young women a chance to see, like, oh, these are other avenues that I can do, and I don't just have to be a reporter.
Oh, that's what I like. It's getting spicy.
I think Mike Scott gonna go off for 40 today. That's why I call him the ATM. Ask him, cash money, Mega America, Chase.
Being a black woman of influence, you know, building a bigger table. I think that's the most, like, important thing.
When you just think of the evolution of sneakerheads and the sneakerhead community, what makes Atlanta different from everywhere else?
We allow people to come sit at our table and we feed them. We also take from what a person sit down and brings to the table as well. So that allows it to be that melting pot.
I think Atlanta has held strong to who we are and, you know, what we produce. Look at the music, look at the movie industry. You know, that's all here.
One thing I'm noticing now is like Atlanta's changing, it's growing. It's becoming like the place to be.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different reasons. Back in the 80s, Atlanta was a place for African Americans to go that wanted to do well. For years, people have seen the music and the culture, but now they're seeing the fashion. And then you wrap in, you know, the nightlife and the sports. We have tradition here, and we're building on that. And I think this is a land of opportunity where there's equal opportunity.
Atlanta has sauce. Atlanta has style. Atlanta has leadership. We have everything.
Atlanta is creativity, it's music, it's lifestyle, it's culture, it's community.
We the new chocolate city. It's a land of opportunity. You feel me?
A lot of black-owned businesses that are successful.
Pride of Atlanta is us.
It's grounded in culture, sneaker culture, sports, music. It all is the same language.
The future of Atlanta is the best. We've been the best, and it's gonna keep on going, and I'm stamping that.
Atlanta is the greatest place on earth.
Mosquito out. We done. Let's go.